Hello teams. I'll keep this video as short as possible so that you can keep enjoying your summers. So main purpose of this video is actually to show you some additional support that Rob and I built in to help you with the development of your personal development plans. And the basic thing we're going to be working on are mini presentations to take what you are learning either through articles, videos, or any other books, and share that with your teammates. Main goal of this is so that you have an opportunity to practice your presentations and share what you've learned with your team. So really quick overview, what we're going to be using for the purpose of this video is this mini presentation checklist, which is available in the JDC West team development folder. These three files, checklist, feedback template, and the development plan, which you've already seen, are all available and shared with everybody. So to run you really quickly through what we're going to be talking about, first thing we'll talk about is actually setting up Google Drive. So basically all you're going to be doing is copying or taking a look at the checklist. That's this document, so you can use that when you go through your mini presentation. You're going to be copying a feedback template into your individual team files. So that's one of your action items after watching this instructional video and the example video is to set up your Google Drive folder. And this is an example of what a finished Google Drive folder is going to look like. So it's going to have the mini presentation feedback form, which looks like this. I'll show you what that looks like filled out. And it's going to have your personal development plans in addition to any resources from any of the mini presentations that you actually do. So that's how you set up your Google Drive. Once your Google Drive is set up, the next step is to jump into this checklist. So now we're going to talk about the actual mini presentations themselves. What are they? Again, basically all it is it's a 3 to 5 minute presentation on a topic that you find interesting. So it's something you've read, watched a video for, or read a book. And ideally, you'll be doing these once every week. If that's unrealistic, then once every 2 weeks is fine as well. If you can meet in person, that's the best. If not, over Skype will do as well. And so to run you through what the mini presentation involves, basically pick an article, book, or video that you're interested in, type an outline of what a 3 to 5 minute presentation would look like for that specific topic. Here's some thoughts on what you can consider as you're building your outline. And then when you actually meet up as a team, each one of you is going to present to your teammate for 3 to 5 minutes. So stand up, deliver the content, and as you're thinking about delivering the content, consider what you want to have your teammates take away or remember from your presentation. Then open up the floor to questions, let your teammates ask them, and as an observer, listen to your teammates' presentation, obviously pay attention, write down any notes or questions that you have, and then ask your questions at the end of the presentation. Once all of that is said and done, what you'll end up with is something similar to these example videos. So you've got links to these. You can go and click them, watch the presentation from either Rob or myself. Apologies, we didn't rehearse these, so bear with us. But we also wanted to give you an example of what this looks like without being too polished, because the idea here is that you don't spend too much time putting these presentations together. So post-presentation, you're then going to write down 3 pieces of feedback for yourself, and as observers, you're going to write down 3 pieces of feedback for the presenter, and where you're going to be entering these is in your mini presentation feedback form. So the way that these are built is that you have your team member name, the date that you made the presentation, the topic. You're going to have a little bit of a description of what the topic is, a link to the article, and then each one of your teammates is going to provide feedback. So what that looks like when it's filled out is my presentation was on coherence. There's links to the articles, description of what the topic was about, and here's feedback that Rob actually provided me with on his presentation. Similarly for Rob's presentation on fiction and leadership, information about the article, and my feedback for Rob. This document is available for you if you want to reference it, so don't worry about trying to copy it down. So, post-presentation, what you're actually going to do is update your personal development plan. So you'll see that for mine, all of this information on the topic has actually been just copied and pasted into my what I've learned so far this year. So remember, we want to keep track of what we're learning in our personal development plan. And again, we're trying to keep it simple. So all you're doing is copying and pasting this into your feedback form. So that's updating your personal development plan. Updating your mini presentation feedback document includes both the overview of the topic and updating feedback for yourself or for your teammates. The other thing that you're going to do is upload an outline of your presentation. Don't worry about formatting this any differently from what you prepared for the presentation itself. As an example, this is the PDF. That's an outline of what I prepared for my presentation. As you can see, it's very simple. One page and reference to articles. Don't even need to have the reference to articles. So again, just a simple outline of your presentation. And as a final note for naming conventions, keep the naming conventions the same so that it's easy to find files if you want to go back and see what somebody had in their outline. So date, name, topic. You're good to go. So again, just to review, key documents are this checklist, which will walk you through how to put together a presentation, this feedback template, which you're going to put information about the topic and feedback for yourself and for your teammates, and of course, your own personal development plan. So once you finish the topic, update it here. If you have any questions, reach out to Rob, myself, Stacy, or Sadie, and we'll help you get set up.